stuff y'all be saying that was active at the time, or this was this at the time, y'all had it all wrong. But that's another conversation for another day. So anyway, another conversation.
Nobody expected this moment to feel so final. For a long time, people thought they understood Melody Shari. They thought they knew how her story would play out. Another season, another confrontation, another headline filled with tension, pain, and drama.
Nothing is worth peace. Nothing at all.
That's what everyone was waiting for. But instead, she did something no one saw coming. She stepped back, and then she spoke. Not loudly, not emotionally, not in a way that begged for attention, but with a calm certainty that hit harder than any argument ever could. And when she confirmed what's next, fans didn't just react, they froze. Because this wasn't a move built on revenge. This wasn't about proving critics wrong. This wasn't even about clearing her name. This was something deeper, something quieter, something far more powerful. And the truth is, the signs were always there.
Stress level hasn't been where I would like for it to be when it comes to it.
And I'm trying to do everything that I can.
I don't like late gym nights. Figure that part out where you don't have to go to the gym at night.
But nobody was really paying attention. Because while the world was watching the drama unfold on the surface, Melody was already rewriting her life behind the scenes. And now the direction she's chosen has changed everything. Before the headlines, before the breakdown of her marriage became public, before millions of people had opinions about her life, Melody was known for something completely different. She was focused, driven, intentional. She wasn't chasing fame. She wasn't trying to become a viral personality or a controversial figure. She had a vision, one that was rooted in stability, success, and building something meaningful. When she became part of reality television, it wasn't supposed to be chaos.
You didn't know that I wouldn't be okay with you still being friends with, getting off the phone with me to talk to somebody who's put me through
Listen, you
hell.
say that, and that's one time.
How do you think that feels if you my homegirl?
So I've acknowledged
and
it.
this joker's on the phone,
Can I
about me
finish?
go friend out.
It was supposed to reflect growth, ambition, partnership. The idea that you could build a life, a business, and a relationship at the same time and make it work. And for a while, it looked like that's exactly what she had. But life doesn't always follow the plan. Because while everything appeared polished on the outside, cracks were forming underneath. Small at first, barely noticeable. Then slowly, impossible to ignore. What started as tension turned into distance. What once felt like partnership began to feel like pressure, and the trust that held everything together started to fade.
Yes! You look gorgeous. Come on, Bob. Okay. You all look so beautiful.
But here's what made it different. This wasn't happening in private. This was happening in front of cameras, in front of millions. Every disagreement wasn't just a moment, it became content. Every emotional reaction wasn't just human, it became something for people to judge.
I'm gonna name my skincare line 7th Avenue. And she was like, 7th Avenue? I like the sound of that, why is that? So let me tell you guys why 7th Avenue. 7th Avenue is the street that I grew up.
And when the truth finally surfaced, it didn't just hurt, it exploded. The betrayal wasn't quiet. It wasn't something she could process behind closed doors. It became a public conversation.
For a dime-sized amount of pasta in the palm of your hand, rub both hands together to create a foamy lather. Massage the product into your skin using gentle circular motion. Rinse the product from the face under lukewarm water
storyline, a debate. And while people watched, commented, and chose sides, Melody had to live through it in real time. Imagine trying to heal while the world keeps replaying your pain. Imagine waking up every day knowing your worst moments are being discussed by strangers who don't know you, but feel like they do. That was her reality. And still, she showed up. She kept working. She kept building. She kept being present for her children, even when everything inside her was shifting. Because strength doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like survival. As the seasons passed, something began to change. Not just in her life, but in her energy. The environment around her started to feel heavier. Conversations became more draining. The same issues kept resurfacing, like there was no space to truly move forward. Every time she tried to grow, the past followed her. Every time she tried to find peace, something pulled her back into conflict. And at some point, a realization settled in. A quiet one, but a life-changing one. She had to ask herself a question that many people avoid. Is this still serving me? Because there's a difference between staying strong and staying stuck. And for the first time, Melody started to see that clearly. But here's the twist. She didn't announce it right away. She didn't make a dramatic exit. She didn't go online and explain everything. She got quiet. And when someone like her goes quiet, that's not weakness. That's strategy. Because while people were waiting for her next reaction, she was making decisions. Real ones. Decisions that weren't about the moment, but about her future. And then, it happened. She confirmed it. She was stepping away. Not just from the show, but from the cycle. At first, people didn't know how to take it. Some thought it was temporary. Others assumed she would return stronger, louder, more ready to confront everything she had been through. Because that's what reality TV teaches people to expect. Come back, fight harder, be more dramatic. But Melody didn't follow that script. Instead, she chose something completely different. She chose control. And that's where everything shifted. Because once she stepped away from the noise, something else started to grow. Clarity. She began focusing fully on her businesses, but not in a rushed or desperate way. In a focused, intentional way. She expanded what she already had. She invested time, energy, and thought into creating something that reflected who she was becoming, not who people expected her to be. And it showed. Everything felt more aligned, more peaceful, more real. Then came another layer that surprised people. Expression. Through her music, she found a different kind of release. Not for charts, not for attention, but for herself. Every lyric felt like a conversation she didn't have to explain. Every note carried emotions she didn't need to defend. And people connected with that because it was honest. Still, fans believed something bigger was coming. They were waiting for the announcement. Another show, another deal, another public move that would put her right back in the spotlight. But what she revealed next, that's what truly shocked everyone. Because she didn't choose more visibility, she chose less, deliberately. She made it clear that she wasn't interested in returning to spaces that thrived on conflict. She wasn't looking for platforms that needed her pain to create engagement. She wasn't interested in being part of something that required her to relive what she had already worked so hard to heal from. Instead, she's building something behind the scenes. Ownership, creative control, projects that allow her to tell stories without distortion. Spaces where her voice isn't edited, but respected. And that shift, that that's powerful in a way people didn't expect. Because it's easy to stay where you're known. It's easy to continue doing what keeps you visible. But it takes something completely different to walk away from it and choose peace over attention. Of course, not everyone understood. Some people said she was running. Others claimed she couldn't handle the pressure anymore. But those perspectives miss something important. Walking away isn't losing when you've already outgrown the environment. And Melody didn't leave because she couldn't survive it. She left because she didn't need to anymore. That difference changes everything. The emotional impact of that decision goes deeper than most people realize. Because for years, she carried a weight that wasn't just hers. Expectations, judgment, pressure. The responsibility of being strong in situations that would have broken a lot of people. And when she finally chose herself, something shifted internally. Not overnight, but gradually. Her energy changed. She seemed lighter, more grounded, more present. Her focus became clearer, not just in business, but in life. And the people closest to her noticed. The way she spoke, the way she moved, the way she protected her peace. It all felt different. And for her children, that shift matters more than anything. Because they don't just see a mother who survived. They see a woman who chose better for herself. And that kind of example stays with them. Fans felt it too. Many who had followed her journey from the beginning started to see her story in a new light. It wasn't just about what she went through anymore. It was about what she did after. The choice to step away from environments that drain you. The courage to rebuild without needing validation. The strength to say, this version of my life is no longer enough for me. That resonates. Because a lot of people are in situations where they feel stuck. And that silence, it's not empty. It's focused. Because not every move needs to be announced. Not every step needs an audience. Sometimes, the most powerful progress happens when nobody is watching. And that's exactly where she is right now. Creating, planning, expanding, but on her terms. No pressure to perform, no need to explain, just alignment. And while people are still asking, what's next? The truth is, they're only seeing a small part of it. Because what she's building isn't just about now. It's about legacy. It's about creating something that lasts beyond headlines, beyond moments, beyond the version of her that the world thought they understood. And that's why this shift feels so different. Because it's not temporary. It's intentional. It's permanent. So while some people are still waiting for the drama, waiting for the next viral moment, waiting for her to return to what made her famous, they might be waiting for something that's never coming. Because Melody Shari isn't chasing that version of her life anymore. She's not interested in repeating cycles just to stay relevant. She's not building for attention. She's building for peace, for stability, for something real. And that's not always loud. It's not always flashy, but it's powerful. Because at the end of the day, the biggest transformation isn't always the one people can see. It's the one you feel. The one that changes how you move, how you think, how you protect your energy. And that's exactly where she is. No longer reacting, no longer explaining, just choosing. Over and over again. The version of her life that aligns with who she truly is. So while the world keeps watching, guessing, and waiting, she's already moved forward. And whatever comes next,